Now this trail cam location features all that we expect out of a summer trail cam location. And some of the main ingredients that I'm looking for placing a trail camera during the summer may not be what you traditionally think. This, however, has been a great trail cam location for years. It's going into our 4th summer now, and really showing what bucks are using this trail. It's a cruising trail, but really transferring to what we're going to see later during the hunting season. It's interesting though, during the summer we don't get a lot of pictures here. We get some, but it's really forecasting what we will get in the fall. I'll talk about that in a second here. Some of the ingredients though, we have a stand location right there. I don't like trail camera locations even during the summertime where I don't have a stand. Now it might be different. You're down in Iowa or somewhere where you have minerals that are legal, where you can put minerals and feed out during the summertime, attract a lot of deer into one spot and get pictures of them in a remote area. That doesn't work in states where there's high hunting pressure. A lot of times you get a small percentage of mature bucks, but in a place like Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, where it's legal to use minerals and feed, sometimes you can get a good representation. Oklahoma, for example, areas you can get a good representation of the local bucks in the area over a feed pile. But when you get up in the north here where we have CWD and bans and feeding bans and mineral bans, then we don't have that option. And I like to take a different approach. We have a stand location. That means this is a fall hotspot. We have a big food source over here, minimal food source right here, ag out there. And so what that creates for us is diverse food source location during the fall. So stand location, diverse food nearby. This is also a great cruising bench. Deer cruise on the inside of this field edge. Now this field happens to come down here a little bit closer. It's the furthest on this side of the food that comes into the woods. So these deer go around this. It's also very steep down below down there. So they're really on this bench right here where they're not cruising where it's really steep and they get into a bunch of ditches they have to cross. It's really even and free travel right across this bench. So great cruising fall pattern, great stand location, great diverse fall food, and that all adds up to a great summer trail cam location. And I'm talking about fall food, fall cruising, fall stand location. We have a mock scrape here. Mock scrapes, they're hit year round. And you know what, I don't even care about touching this. People talk about using, rubber gloves and handling the camera back there with rubber gloves, but who cares, folks? Those smells are gone a day or two later. The deer don't really care. They won't notice it. And we're looking at the long-term use of this. We actually took this scrape from somewhere else, put it here, and so it's one that's been out in the woods for a little while. The bottom line is, mock scrape, great. It gets hit really hard during the hunting season, especially the rut. But every deer that comes through here, this is a trail right here, you can imagine when they come through there, they have to move their head or hit it. When they hit it, they take their preorbital gland scent and they rub it right here. So every deer that comes by here gets an accumulation of scent. So more scent attracts more deer. And we're not putting something synthetic on here or man-made or even something natural that we could harvest and put on here and wash away all the other scents. We have an accumulation of actual deer scent that'll be here, and this will be throughout the summer months into the fall, all winter long. They really hit this 365. But the important matter is we have a stand location here. It's why we have a mock scrape. We have great fall food, great fall cruising, fall bedding areas. So it all adds up to a great summer trail cam location, because I want to see when bucks are coming through here, I want to know which ones come through here. They're going to come through during the fall, so we can identify the bucks that we're hunting later. It'll be random. We really have to worry if we're seeing the same mature buck over and over and over again in this spot. We have to ask ourselves why. Now maybe it's the farmer out there, he doesn't, but let's say the farmer out there had 80 acres of beans. Well, that might explain why there's some mature bucks in here during the summertime if we had some big open canopy woods and hardwoods for them to bed in. But you really have to ask yourself, are the conditions that are creating mature buck movement during the summer going to be there in the fall? If they're hitting summer food sources that are gone in the fall, that's not a good thing. Why would they be back here during the fall? If they're using bedding area, big open timber that they wouldn't prefer to be in the fall, but they're using it during the summer, that's not a good thing either. So we're looking at infrequent use in this location. We're looking at all the right reasons to hunt this location in the fall. And that all adds up to a great summer trail cam location. Hey, thanks for watching the video, and we'll be right back. But this is very important. It's a very important announcement. We have our Camp Kicking Bear event. We have it on Father's Day. It's more of a habitat day. We're going to see a feature of habitat improvements, how they will all relate to a bedding area, a water hole, food plot, bedding point, morning stands, evening stands, and then we get to take a tour around the majority of the property too. Bottom line is $350 per person times 50 people. We highly encourage you to bring your kids. After all, it's Father's Day. Those 50 spots always sell out very fast. On that same day, it's from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We have speaking events. All my sponsors kick in for that. So we'll literally be giving away a Matthews boat, a ghillie blind. And so one person will win each of those. For about 13, 14 people will win really good prizes. I could list them all, but check it out. We also have our $100 times 100 hunt raffle to a lucky hunter that'll come hunt with us the end of September for 3 nights. So really check out all that information. Look at the link in the description. You can ask Jessie. She'll help you out with any scheduling of that, and look forward to seeing you guys there. It's a great event. Every dime that's earned goes directly to Camp Kicking Bear, and even a little extra on top of that. So look forward to seeing you there. And I'll tell you a little story about this. When we first moved here, 2020, I put a camera up here in a scrape right away. It was one of the first scrapes we did. We started to catch pictures of Eileen, was one buck, but Kermit, we got him in velvet. We didn't get him every day. I don't even know if we got him every 2 weeks, but we got him coming through here enough to get excited and know that he'd be back. I shot Kermit the end of October out of the stand right back here, and it was all working right here together. In fact, the day before I had sat here, it ended up being a bad wind. The further I sat in here, about 20 minutes, and I got out of here because I didn't want to spook him. He actually came from this direction, which my scent could have gone down into, hit this scrape, and went out. I found that on the camera the next day that I shot him, pulled the card right here, and sure enough, he was on here the day before. Had I come in that, I think I would have spooked him, never got an opportunity at him. The bottom line is, he was very frequent during the fall at that time. Infrequent summer trail cam pictures, but a great spot to deer hunt in the fall. That's where I want to put my summer trail cam hot spots. I want to be able to identify the bucks that are going to come through here. They'll give you a glimpse every month. Might be in the middle of the night, might be in the daytime. The bottom line is, as I see the use heat up, for example, we have a reveal right here. It's a cellular cam, so we're watching this all the time. We'll keep good batteries in it. These things last for months at a time. Very dependable. And so I'll be able to watch this on a daily basis, and you can bet when the action heats up in late September, early to mid-October, not only will I know what bucks are here at that time, and the fact that they're on the property more and they're using the fall food and the fall cover and this fall cruising hot spot, but it'll tell me when I should get my rear into that stand over there and give it a hunt. So we're right out here in the end of May, actually the last day of May, May 31st, setting this trail camera up. It's a hot spot. It's traditionally a hot spot during the summer. Even though we're getting infrequent mature buck pictures, we get to get a glimpse of a lot of bucks in this location. And you can bet that that'll pay off big time, and what bucks are using this location, and when we should actually take a seat going into this fall. Even if we didn't have a trail cam location here, this is a good spot to hunt. Wouldn't matter if it was public land, private land. And for that, think about it. It's a great spot to hunt in the fall, public or private land. Then it's a great summer trail cam spot. And I hope that makes sense to you. We're gonna get enough pictures over the long haul in June, July, August, and September. I don't care if I get a glimpse of a buck during that time, just 1 or 2 good pictures of them. Out of that whole 4-month period, I'll know that I can come back in here and shoot him in the fall, especially if he's infrequent. Because if he's here all the time in the summer, that means he's probably not going to be here all the time in the fall. And I know there's exceptions with that, but generally where they're at in the fall, they're not during the summer, referring to mature bucks. For does or more homebodies, they stay in the same location all year long. But always remember, if it's a great spot to hunt in the fall, for the reasons we've given, of food, cover, cruising, great stand location, mock scrape you expect to be hit all fall, it's a great spot to hang your trail camera this summer. Now, I don't know if you've checked out our main website lately, whitetailhabitatsolutions.com, but we've really had a lot going on, including hats, books, our web class, and certainly our new seed company, WHS Wildlife Blends. When you click on seed on our site, it'll take you right to our brand new site for the seed company. We have all 12 blends available. So check it all out though. I encourage you, I appreciate you checking it out. Whether you buy anything or not, really appreciate you visiting the site and seeing what's going on, and continue to watch because we have big things coming later this year.